Okay, good afternoon again, everyone, and Happy New Year again, in case you just joined us. There are seats in the side room. Part of the day here is that I'm the only person who should be standing. Come in, sit down, relax. I call to order the Reorganization Meeting of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs Mayor and Council, dated January 1st, 2017. I'd like to introduce our dignitaries, as they have other swearing-ins to attend. We have here with us today Congressman Bill Pascrell, State Senator Loretta Weinberg, and State Assemblyman Gordon Johnson. We are going to administer the oaths of office to Councilwoman-elect Ellen Park, soon to be Councilwoman Ellen Park, and Councilman-elect William Wu, soon to become Councilman William Wu. So I will have you do that, Congressman. Thank you. Wherever you want. There's the Bible. There you go. Everybody can come up. Relax.
First of all, Mayor, thank you for this opportunity to swear in Ellen, and I want to congratulate soon to be Councilman Wu, right over here. Wish you the best of luck. It's an honor for me, and I'm sorry if I have to run because I'm doing these every hour, so I'm trying to get the whole of them. I'm trying. So if you raise your right hand and put your left hand on the Bible.
I,
Your name?
Ellen Park,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and the government established in the United States,
and this state,
in the state,
under the authority of the people.
in the authority of the
I
people.
will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
in the office of,
in the office of councilperson of Englewood Cliffs,
very, very good, according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. I just want, before I leave, if I may, Mayor, say one more word. All across America today, on January the 1st, people are being sworn into all levels of office. So think about that. That's what separates us from everybody else. And when we forget that, we forget the essence of what democracy is all about. So I congratulate these two wonderful people who will be elected to your council. And I congratulate those who have served and are leaving. And more important than anything else, uphold that principle. So no argument should get so deep as to dissuade us from the power of democracy. We don't have to fire guns into the air. We had our ballots. And then we move on. This is a great country. God bless you.
Welcome.
Oh, you got boys and girls, or left and right?
One on the right side.
Next up is Councilman-elect William Wu. If you all get joined together here, and what Bible you got?
Pretty funny.
Okay, so I'm going to read the oath. Please repeat after me, and I want to make sure I don't wreck your pictures. Repeat after me. I, William Wu,
I, William Wu,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and this state,
and this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office of councilman
all the duties of the office of councilman
of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs,
of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
There's more seats in here, folks.
Do you need a pen? You got a pen?
Yeah, there's also 2 more seats up there. They were reserved for dignitaries, but the dignitaries have departed. So you could all stay here, right up here, Ed. Okay, let's have the flag salute. Victoria, you get to lead us. All right, do it together. Do it together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, may I have a roll call?
Mayor Pandrak,
Here.
Councilperson Zaversa,
Here.
Ellen Park, here. O,
Here.
McMorro,
Here.
Park,
Here.
Wu,
Here.
Borough Attorney, here. Superintendent of DPW, and Municipal Clerk. Everyone's present.
Thank you. Would you please read the Open Public Meetings Act statement, Madam Clerk?
Adequate notice of this meeting was given to the press and posted as required. Date and time of this meeting was legally given as required by the Open Public Meetings Act. This notice is on file with the municipal clerk and posted on the bulletin board. Minutes of this meeting will be made available to the public upon the completion of typing and proofreading by the municipal clerk.
Thank you. So now it's my turn. I get to do my annual address, or the State of the Borough, as I called it. And some thoughts in here that I want you to leave and reflect on after you leave and see where we're at as a community. So some of you, and many of you actually, have attended our monthly public meetings. You've heard me say that we are a very fortunate and blessed community with a small fraction of the social and economic problems that many towns and cities across America struggle with. We are indeed fortunate. When you leave here, don't ever forget that. Last year, I gave you my word that my team would not let you down, and we didn't. Here is what we accomplished in 12 months. We lowered taxes for every resident. We made sure that residents were no longer subsidizing the sewer charges of commercial property owners, as had been the case. We reduced government spending by $277,000. We partnered with the Little League to raise funds for our recreation program and shift field maintenance expenses to them. We resurfaced the basketball and tennis courts at Whitty Field, and actually the basketball hoops have been lowered a foot now, so they're correct. We funded new road paving projects. We purchased a new fire truck to replace a 40-year-old pumper. We improved, Gordon, do you think Englewood want to buy our pumper, our old one? No, you want it. Okay. We improved our library services and lowered our library costs. We held our former engineering firm accountable for flooding conditions that were ignored for many years. We created wonderful and amazing community gatherings with our community night out, where over 700 people attended. an Easter egg hunt, and a road race and fun walk with over 500 participants. And yes, Councilman Wu did beat me by about a minute and a half. We created a business-friendly environment which requires full adherence to law. We have had new restaurants and shops open, and LG Electronics has broken ground on a spectacular new North American corporate headquarters. And as a side note, the LG executives have pledged and vowed and promised to be a major part of our community and our children's education programs on the science side. So we welcome that tremendously, and we thank them. We even had our borough's name finally written, very elegantly, may I say, on our water tower at as part of Suez Water's 30-year refurbishment project, which is now complete. So I don't know if you've seen it yet, but off on Johnson Ave, it says Englewood Cliffs, and we will no longer be confused with our neighbors down the hill. We thank Suez for doing that free of charge, may I add, since I believe that we must promote our borough positively, whatever possible. One thing that I started over the summer, I want to continue with whatever community events we can do this at, is donate food for the Office of Concern in St. Cecilia's. As I said, we're very fortunate here, and we need to get more involved in helping others, okay? Bergen County has a very large population of what is referred to as the working poor, okay? These are people who have jobs but can't make ends meet. We are their brothers and sisters, and we need to help them. Our plan was, and still is, to listen, learn, help, and lead, to make Englewood Cliffs the best town in New Jersey. So our formula is that we listen to your issues, we learn about your issues, we help you solve your issues, and we lead Englewood Cliffs. Now, as hard as we try to do this, there have been some obstacles from certain people. These obstacles have been overcome by working with the community. I believe in community-based solutions. People want to help, you just have to ask them. As I have stated, we will work with anyone who will work with us. After all, folks, it should not matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat when it comes to improving our community. Okay? This year, we intend to continue working to improve our facilities, our services, and the appearance of our borough. I'm also looking to have a program of temporary rotating outdoor art installments throughout the borough, just to get people thinking in a different direction sometimes. Our recreation program will continue to be enhanced. Whitty Field will hopefully become a first-class recreation facility. The south part of 9W will be revitalized. We will connect the borough with the amazement of the Palisades Interstate Park, right? It's an amazing park, but no one ever goes there. We need to go there. And we will most importantly listen to what you want from your town. We're happy to deliver, okay? And we want to deliver. Just tell us what you need. Financially, we will work to improve our bond rating, and we will continue to discourage the use of overtime, except for emergencies, which is a reasonably attainable goal, with diligent, cooperative, and disciplined management. And we are working to create better traffic flows for all vehicles and our cyclist friends, some of who are in here actually. And we'll continue to support the Office of Concern, as I said. So one of the odd things about municipal government is that our borough council and the school board function independently of one another. Both are taxing authorities with completely separate governance and duties, and that cannot change by law. However, residents are often confused at this dichotomy where municipal taxes go down while school taxes go up, as they did last year. I have heard New Jersey mayors say that they will never do anything to hurt schools. However, I want to do more. I want to be more supportive of our schools, teachers, and students. So I encourage our school board to share their ideas with the council to create better financially efficient schools. Now that you have heard my concerns and plans, I should also mention that our state's finances and pension obligations impact us greatly in Englewood Cliffs. I don't know if you know this, but New Jersey's per-person pension debt is nearly $11,000, while the national median is $806 per person. So we're about $10,000 higher in New Jersey. Who created this problem, and how do we fix it? Well, the problem was created by historically incompetent and corrupt governments at every level. Can't blame anyone specifically, but we can work to fix it. And it's my firm belief that you cannot fix a state and a country without fixing municipalities. And that is why I have zero tolerance for wasteful spending, inefficient government, patronage jobs, misuse of courts, and politics in the workplace. All of these have led to disastrous consequences in New Jersey and in Englewood Cliffs. My goal is to fix New Jersey and America one town at a time, with Englewood Cliffs serving as a model for others to follow. On that note, when I ran for the office of mayor, I stressed positive over negative and a plan for a better Englewood Cliffs. While I was hopeful a year ago that this will be the new normal in Englewood Cliffs election campaigns, there continue to be what I call enemies of democracy, enemies of decency, and enemies of fairness, who every September and October slunk around town in gnome-like shadowy fashion, spreading lies and defamatory statements door to door, by mail, by social media, by phone, by frivolous litigation, and this year, by the manipulation of borough employees in their quest to further their politics and personal loyalty, and the politics of personal destruction. These enemies of democracy offer no solution and no ideas. They only serve up a helping of ignorance and personal loyalty to enrich themselves, as they did in the past, at your expense. I see some of you here today pretending that you are part of our community. The community of Englewood Cliffs has no place for you and your politics of personal destruction. I implore you to change your ways and join me in working together for a better Englewood Cliffs. With that said, I request that our good citizens challenge anyone who is spreading lies or attacking people and their families for political and financial gain. You have to stop that. Our good citizens trust my team, obviously, because we're all here, and they trust me to do what is best for the borough, and that is what we will continue doing. As for the press, your jobs are to sell newspapers and not to coordinate hit pieces with political parties, and certainly not to become part of the news story, as you did this past year. As is common with candidates seeking office, campaign promises were made by me. I did not forget them and stand before you with confidence that my team and I honored our promises and that we are well on our way to making Englewood Cliffs the best town in New Jersey. My team and I are here to continue working for all residents, and we will work with anyone who is willing to work with us. We will continue to adhere to the rule of law, and as you have seen, I have zero tolerance for the corruption of the past. Thank you very much for being here today and for your support. As I always say, if we can all live together, we can all work together. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Can we have a motion to open up the meeting to the public, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Please come to the microphone, state your name and residence address. Hi.
Hi. I'm freeholder-elect Mary Amoroso.
Welcome.
And this is freeholder-elect Jermaine Ortiz.
Welcome.
And we are here to give commendations to your newly sworn council members. We both served on a council in our towns. We're two different towns.
Great. Well, thank you very much for being here, and we appreciate it, and we congratulate you also.
Thank you, but we're happy to be here.
Good. Really, despite all that?
Yes.
On behalf of the Bergen County Board of Chosen Freeholders, we'd like to give certificate of commendation to Ellen Park and congratulations.
And also, I have regards from County Executive Jim Tedesco. So, you're very welcome. Okay, there you go, Ellen. So happy to see you. Very good, yeah. You guys are great. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Take care.
Okay, I see a line of people forming at the microphone.
Sorry, we had to do a little kissing on the way out for the new year.
Our freeholder-elects gave the incoming people certificates. Notice they're not framed. Ours. They're not paid for by the government. We pay for the frames ourselves, so $2.99.
Very nice, nice touch.
But again, we would like to wish the citizens of Englewood Cliffs a happy, a healthy, and a peaceful and productive new year. To the new council members, Ellen Park and William Wu, congratulations, you're embarking on a new, interesting, frustrating, exciting, fulfilling road. Having served on a local council myself, not downhill, I don't know, Teaneck is what? West of here, thank you very much. I know how hard the work is, and believe me, it is the hardest, next to school board, I guess, the hardest public service job that each of you can have. So you have our good wishes, our offer to always be of help. We have much that we can do together. We have meetings that we put together, mayors and councils in our district, as we talk about things like the Port Authority and talk about wasting of money and the necessity to reprioritize Port Authority, which has a budget bigger than 27 states in the United States. We invite your participation. I know, Mayor, if there are times when you can't make it, hopefully you will send some representative from the council. We finally did get the Transportation Trust Fund refunded, so hopefully money will be available to fix roads and anything we can do to foster cooperation with the Palisades Interstate Parkway Commission. We're there to help.
Thank you very much. And Senator Weinberg, we decided that we do not want a bridge to New York from Englewood Cliffs.
I don't blame you. So, thank you again, and our good wishes go to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say ditto. But just for the people of Englewood Cliffs, Happy New Year. The mayor and council and appointed officials here, 2017 is going to be an interesting year. And I'd just like to say briefly, and add to the comments of Congressman Pasquarello, where we just had a national election, which the results caught some folks by surprise. But what we're seeing now is a peaceful transfer of power. That's what this country is about. And that's what we are as a people. So the election, the people have spoken. We move on and go forward and try to ensure everyone has the opportunity to enjoy the American dream. So thank you for allowing me to say a few words. Congratulations to the incoming elected officials, and I think the Jets are losing.
The Giants are going to win.
All right, so congratulations, everyone. Happy New Year.
Thank you for being here.
Frank Patty Jr., 30 Dillingham Place, Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey. First, let me congratulate and thank former Councilman Liang and former Councilman Nunzio Consalvo for their service. And I'd like to also congratulate Councilwoman Park, Councilman Wu for service and being part of a board. I'm not sure you know what you got yourselves into, but I started attending these meetings after the November elections for certain reasons, to formulate my own opinion about what's going on here in this council. I know all of you. I respect all of you. All of you who know me know that I am not involved in either of the parties. I speak today, which I had no plans on speaking, I speak today as a citizen, and I want it to be extremely clear that in no way do I represent the Englewood Cliffs School Board in these comments, but I do, am kind of a little shocked at the mayor's comments about the tax increase, which is all public information, so I'm not giving privileged information. It was an issue that came up unfairly in our election process. when anybody who wanted to educate themselves about the tax increase would quite frankly know that the school board had no control over that. The state of New Jersey took away our choice aid, whereas we were considered choice students in Englewood. The state of New Jersey took that away after 14 years. In contrast, Mr. Mayor, the current Board of Education saved this town $1.2 million. That's significant. Maybe more, or probably more significant than the tax decrease that the former mayor and council is touting. I commend you on that. But when we talk about politics and the school board, I, in my capacity as an elected official, have kept politics out of the school board. Politics should remain out of the school board. And as far as the school board being fiscally responsible, no matter what the campaign rhetoric was during the elections, that's exactly what happened. And if you had any questions, you could have picked up the phone and called me, as I have picked up the phone and called you. I'm not here. I respect you very much, Mario, and we have had a very nice relationship, but in this case, making a public comment like that, I would hope next time you would pick up the phone and call a school board member, because the true fact of the matter is, the $800,000 increase in your taxes came by way of the state of New Jersey, not the Englewood Cliffs Board of Education. And I would hope that maybe you would retract that statement slightly. Thank you for your time.
So I had no questions, so I didn't call you, and the taxes did go up. That was my only comment. Is there anyone else? Yes.
Mary O'Shea, 12 Irving Avenue. I'd like to compliment Nunzio Consalvo for the 3 years on the council, and for Z. Lang for his 3 years on the council. They both made contributions to the town with their time and effort, and I, for one, as a citizen, appreciate it. I also would like to thank the council for maintaining a line on the taxes last year. As a senior citizen and a lifelong resident of the town, it's important. It's important to me, it's important to seniors, and it's important to people that maybe are not on as high an income as some others in the town. Taxes, and I had served 3 years on the school board, so I'm familiar with the goings there, too, and understand what Mr. Patty said regarding the state and the school board and the state's assessment. And unfortunately, I remember many years where, when I was not involved in anything, where the town taxes went down and the school taxes went up, and no matter how much anyone would say to a resident that the taxes went down, they'd say, oh, my tax bill went up. So sometimes there is clarification needed from both sides, from the school and from the municipal portion. I'd also just like to congratulate Ellen Park and William Wu for their accomplishments in getting elected. I hope that they both serve in a open-minded manner, and now that the council is 3-3, I hope I don't see votes that are 3-3 with the mayor having to break ties. You should vote according to your feelings for the people of the town, and vote your conscience. And one of my biggest complaints with the previous Democratic administration was that things were not done on an even level. They were done partisanly. They were done based on who you were and who you knew. And I hope that now, with the council 3-3, that we won't see that. I hope each one of you, Ed, Gloria, Ellen, Carol, Mark, and William, I hope you all vote for the people. Don't vote for the people, but the residents, the people that
are living here, paying their taxes every day. Not for just the people that helped you in your campaign or supported you. Support the people of Englewood Cliffs. Make them your first priority. Thank you.
Natalie Ashwell, 5 First Street, Englewood Cliffs, obviously, New Jersey. I want to thank the council members that are leaving, and I want to welcome the council members that are taking the seat. I wasn't going to speak. We live in such a small town, and I just don't understand why there seems to be so much anger in this town. I'm not a professional, but I try to live my life in a very decent way with no regrets. So I'm going to say to you what I like to say to my children. Try to be and represent this town with dignity, with honor, with respect, the way you want to be treated. Very simple, the golden rule. I don't understand why in such a small town there's so much anger. So much anger. I just don't get it. It's a small town. Try to listen to each other. The fact that you, Mayor, made the statement about the budget, the school budget, again, you said you didn't have a question, but you made the comment. So I actually was not involved, but in the school board elections involved, and I understood what was happening with the state. So even I knew that it wasn't the budget that went up by Englewood Cliffs means, but by the state means. So I'm not disagreeing with you, but maybe if you did communicate and did talk to each other. Carol, you've been up here so long, and I just wish that everybody could just try to put politics aside and just try to get along. And I don't mean it specifically towards you, I mean it towards all of you. So as a resident, that's what I wish for you in 2017, and for you that are just newly elected for the next 3 years going forward. I wish you all a healthy and happy new year, and please just try and get along. And let's try to not litigate and fight and, just talk to each other. We're neighbors, for God's sake. We are all each other's neighbors. Half of you I don't know, but we're neighbors. So we should just try to get along. That's all I want to say.
I just want to say, Natalie, I know you a long time. Our kids are on the same baseball teams, and I respect you, your family, your husband, the kids.
Thank you.
And I will always treat all of you with respect. I agree with you. I think anyone that's here, whether if they don't know me, they know me from reading about me in the newspaper, and no one is attacked, I think, more than I am, and the recipient of what you're saying. I am going to hold you and ask you for your help, too, in this, because a lot of the people that are doing this are people that you know. So it's people that I know, and it's people that you know. So I think what we all need to do, even if they're our friends, say to our friends, that's not the right thing to do. That's not the right way to act. Because I've had so many people come up to me and say, I'm reading what's on Facebook and what they're writing, it's disgusting. And you know what they said to me? I respect you for not responding. I never responded. Okay, I'll hold my head up high and I will take the high road. But everyone gets up to this microphone and they all say everyone needs to get along. And I agree with you, everyone does. But you need to look at your friends that are causing this. And that goes for everyone. I'm not singling you, just have to get up, Natalie. I'm not going to mention names, you know who we're talking about. And say, hey, listen, if they do something wrong, like you're getting up to the mic, say to them, that's not right. I don't want to see that.
If you know me, you know that I do that.
Okay.
Okay, if you know me. If anybody in this room knows me.
Well,
I say what's right, not what's right for the
I didn't
moment.
see anyone
So-
say that publicly,
Thank
and I thank you for what you said.
Thank you. I
Thank
wish
you.
you all a very happy new year.
So I'm glad I got that discussion started. Anybody else? Yes, hi.
Deborah Sabari, 106 Hollywood Avenue. I want to congratulate you, Mr. Wu and Ellen. I'd like to congratulate you. You got a long road ahead of you, but hopefully you guys are going to play nice this year. And that's been my hope since the campaign. I may not be who I voted for, but I stand behind whoever the people elected. And that's you, and you, Mr. Wu, and I expect that you guys will do what's right for the residents, because it's going to be difficult. One thing that I see already, which I think would be nice, if maybe you guys weren't on separate sides of the dais. Like, why do you have to be separated if you're going to work together?
We were assigned these seats, by the way.
But why do you look at it that way?
Because it feels that way.
No,
It feels,
that's the...
well, I'm,
your own mind.
all right,
Yeah,
I'm allowed to speak,
I
right?
know, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
So, again, I want to congratulate you, and I want to wish all of you a happy new year. Most of all, a healthy new year. Without health, we have nothing.
Thank you.
So I hope that it's a good year for everybody. I do have a couple of questions in regards to the tax appeals that were just passed, and I was wondering what the financial burden of those appeals are.
Want to answer? You want me to answer?
Want finance?
I do.
Want to do it?
I don't-
You have the sheet?
I have a sheet, I don't have, I could have it for the next meeting, so you can...
Okay.
We just got this sheet out. But one thing I can say you can just make sure I can say what yeah. Okay. For the first time that I'm aware of, our tax appeal attorney negotiated what we obviously feel, the council passed it, an excellent deal for the taxpayers. We have negotiated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there were 7 tax appeals. Out of those 7, 6 are full credits, and the 7th is split in half, so it'll be half credits and half payment refund. What does that mean to a taxpayer? It means that we're not taking writing a check back, except for half of the one.
But they're getting a credit toward their current taxes?
Right, but that's never been done. It's always advantageous to the municipality if you can negotiate credits. They negotiated a great deal, it's creative negotiating, and they did it, and we're very excited about it. So the specific numbers, if you're patient, you have to wait until they do the books.
So, yeah, further to what...
Didn't you just agree to a
We
settlement?
voted, but you're asking...
So I'm just asking...
We
what's
know the
dollar
numbers.
value?
We can't tell you the numbers right now.
Until there's a formal settlement.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you will know the
The
numbers.
actual settlement was approved.
Yeah.
It's not public knowledge.
Just to follow up on what you said and what Councilwoman McMorro said, a year ago, when I was introduced to our tax appeal attorneys, I said, look, we can't keep writing checks out to people. Let's be fair, but let's try to get credits back instead of having to write checks and give refunds. And thankfully, they were able to accomplish that in just about all the cases except half of one. And thankfully, our commercial property owners have been very cooperative with us in doing it, okay? So we're kind of righting a wrong from years ago in terms of the assessed values and what happened there, and there's been research done, a valuation firm looked at it, and, you know, you probably know all this.
I think that's great.
Right.
I think the dollars are still the dollars, so I'm just concerned as to what the burden is. So if I've got a credit, I'm not paying my taxes versus you handing me
No,
a
but,
check.
Debbie... and
So once
that
it's
is-
out there, then I'll know.
As soon as we have the signed off, papers, then you can know it. But the other thing why we wanted to get this done before the books were done for the town, is by the 10th of January, the books are made up. So we wanted this to be to the tax, George Rico in time, so that we're not speculating what the
Right.
refunds and how it's going to actually affect the budget. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about, which is why I'm asking the question.
It's a great question. That's why we got it done. He'll have it. It will be reflected properly in the books. That's never...
Okay, well, my second question, and I'll make it quick, is there was a reappropriation of funds that was on the agenda that was voted on, but there was no attachment.
Which one is that?
It was a resolution to move money from
There was no attachment.
line items. There was no attachment for the public, so I don't know where...
I thought there was one.
Was it the $31.26 that was listed there? That's it?
That's the resolution.
It says there's an attachment, so that's why I was asking if,
Is that the only one, was that?
Yeah, that's the only one. In the
$31.
reorg pack, there is a
There's
list.
more in the reorg.
On the reorg, there's 2 packs. There's a signed die meeting, we moved over
Right.
$31,
and then there's the reorg.
and in the reorg,
That's got the pages.
I don't see it. Oh, okay, so I must have had the wrong one. Thank you. Thank you, I'll take a look at it.
No, it's in the sign
You have the signed
die.
die
She might
meeting, I
have the
think.
signed die.
No?
Right, I know, but it's in
I
the
can't
signed
read it.
die. She wants the two-page one. She wants those.
Okay, I'll get, so it should be in the back. I'll get a copy for myself.
This,
And at the next meeting, I'll be able to ask the questions I need to ask.
yes.
Thank you again, and have a happy New
It's
Year.
towards the
Happy.
end of that packet.
What I have in my hand?
Yeah. Does that say reorganization? Oh, she has
This says
signed it.
reorganization.
This is the one on the agenda.
All right. Thank you. I missed it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else? Mr. Marinuzzi, do you want to say anything in public? No? No? Okay. Yes. Anybody else? Okay, can I have a motion to close? Oh, you go. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say, it was great to have Nunzio and Zion on the dais there. I'm going to miss them. They're both great guys. Congratulations to the new appointed, members. And I would also like to say something about being a resident here for 30 years. It seems to me that I'm not involved in the Board of Education that much anymore because my kids are full-grown, but this has been a problem since I moved in. It started with having a lawsuit to separate our school from Englewood and costing us millions and millions and millions of dollars, and we still did not resolve anything. So I don't go to board meetings, to the school board meetings anymore, but I like to say that we all need to be fiscally responsible, just like we do in our homes every day. If I can afford that, I do it. If I can't, I don't do it. And that's what I'd like to say. And you know something, it was good to hear Natalie say what she did. Unfortunately, you know, it's kind of hard to kind of unite a town that was so divisive in the past by the majority Democrats that were in power for 40 years. And having been personally hurt by those people, I don't have a problem with residents of this town. I love everybody. I love Natalie, her kids. I just think that especially her husband. And I just hope that, you know, no matter how strong you feel about a party line, that we can put those things aside and be friends and neighbors first. And I hope that this is the beginning of that type of a relationship with everyone. I wish everybody a happy new year, a healthy and happy and prosperous one. And I need to leave, so have a great day, and we'll see you at the next meeting.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Is there anyone else from the public that wishes to be heard? No? Okay, can I have a motion to close the public portion? All in favor?
Hi.
Mr. Mayor, may I have the floor, please?
Hold on a second, I'm not sure if we could, hold on one second. Yeah, I need to finish some formalities first, and then you can have the floor.
Thank you.
Okay? In keeping with the purpose of this meeting, which is to reorganize our municipal government for the coming year, I, as mayor, will state the following. The Robert Rules of Order will remain unchanged. All standing committees are hereby dissolved. All special committees are hereby dissolved. All yearly appointments are hereby terminated. Can I have a motion to adopt the bylaws of 2016 for 2017?
So moved.
Second,
Second, Mayor.
have a roll call?
Who seconded?
Councilman
Councilman
Wu.
Wu.
Oh, okay. I have to get used to the voices. Councilperson Aversa,
Yes.
Ellen Park,
Yes.
O,
Yes?
McMorro,
Yes.
Park,
Yes.
and Wu.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate...
Mr. Mayor,
Okay, there's a councilman speaking.
Okay. Mayor, I'd just like to make a motion to nominate Carol McMorrow as council president.
Mr. Mayor,
No, we're in the middle of the...
I
Second.
asked to have the floor, Mr. Mayor.
Right, I have to finish formalities first.
but I asked for the floor, and I should be given an opportunity to
I need to
speak.
get through the reorg. All right, we have a second from Councilman Park. Can we have a roll call, please?
I didn't hear the motion. Can you repeat the motion?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to nominate Carol McMorrow as council president.
Second.
Councilperson Zaversa?
No.
Ellen Park?
No,
Oh.
absolutely not.
McMorro?
Yes.
Park?
Yes.
Wu?
Yes.
Mayor?
Tie. I'm breaking the tie, yes.
That's not right.
Okay, I need to now swear in the council president.
Mayor, my family couldn't be here today, so I was gonna wonder if Mrs. Lamb would hold, the Bible for me.
No, I have to just read it, and I'll have her sign it when she comes to the office. Okay, just read that.
Left hand on Bible. Left hand on Bible, right hand in the air. Okay, repeat after me. I, Carol McMorrow,
I, Karen McCall,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States and this state,
in the United States and this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office of
all the duties of the office of
Borough Council President of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs,
Borough Council President of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
You know.
Ready to-
Congratulations. Okay. Okay, having dispensed with that function, Councilwoman O, would you like to speak?
You know, I did have the floor before Councilman Wu made a motion to nominate...
Actually, I had the floor. I had the floor.
I had the floor before he did, so I'm just curious, did you just take my right away to speak and have the floor?
No, it was my floor.
But you
And
said
I'm the
you had...
chair, so I get to
But
recognize you.
before you recognized him, you should have given me an opportunity to speak.
I take it
And
you
this is wrong.
You had nothing to add?
This is wrong. I was going to make a nomination to have Mark Park as the council president.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. So the, you want to read this? Can you read this?
Which one?
You want to read that? Or should I?
I can read it.
Okay.
The mayor and council advertised for a request for proposals under the fair and open process for professional services. All suggestions were given to the mayor for his review and recommendations to the council. Mayor,
Okay.
would you like to appoint the professionals?
Yes, thank you. With the advice and consent of the council, I make the following one-year appointments for professionals. I'm going to read them all off, and then we could do a motion at the end. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry? Okay, so, interim borough attorney, Dorsey and Semra. Auditor, Garbarini and Company. Engineer, Mazer Consulting, PA. Bond Counsel, Rogat McCarthy, LLC. Tax Appeal Attorney, Eric M. Bernstein and Associates. Borough Planner, Burgess Associates, Inc. Borough Appraiser, Value Research Group, LLC. Insurance Risk Manager, Reliance Insurance Group. Labor Attorney, Rudderman Horn Esmeraldo, PC. Financial Advisory Services, Phoenix Advisors. Tax Appeal Attorney, Conflicts, the Choi Law Group, LLC. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second. For a roll call?
Discussion?
There can be discussion.
We can have a discussion after the second, right? So my question is, why do we need an interim borough attorney? Why are we not appointing a borough attorney?
We're in the process of evaluating our options right now, and our current borough attorney has agreed to stay on until we do that.
So why do we have a specific date of February 28th? I find that very interesting, that you have a date on the resolution that we're appointing an interim attorney until February
Well,
28th.
the reason is, from an efficiency point of view, there are things that have straddled last year into this year that the firm of Dorsey and Several are working on, and we're trying to make it most efficient and keep them on. If there's anyone else that wants to add to that, please do so.
Councilman, respectfully, I would appreciate the question, but that's the best way to do it. Since it's an interim, you would always want to have a date on there, and it will all be reevaluated. And for the benefit of the residents, it would be best served to have Dorsey and Semro stay on, since they have been here now since September, and just want to keep everything moving as efficiently as possible.
Can we just do a holdover? What's the difference between an interim and a holdover?
I think because it's the year ending and all appointments are over, Councilman, yeah, you have to do it that way from a legal perspective.
Just one more question, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Councilwoman.
Just out of curiosity, when did the discussions take place? I have no recollection of being invited to a discussion or, talking about these appointments. Again, as I mentioned before, we were given these agenda with the resolutions with blank, instead of names.
Well, like I said, Councilman, when I introduced these people and these professionals in my preamble, I did say, with the advice and consent of the council, these are my picks, and it's for the council to agree with me or disagree with me.
But with the advice from council, when you say that, like, what council members were included in these discussions, and who gave you advice?
Well, I spoke with the professionals, and you're familiar with all of them from last year, except for several, Rudderman and the Choi Law Group. Everyone else is the same.
I'm going to try and stay positive here. So let's do this. How about, now moving forward, in 2017, we can get some information before we show up to the freaking meeting and get a blank sheet of paper of all this information. So I don't want to make it ugly, but this is the problem. We walk into the meeting, and then we get the information at the meeting. And then you want us to make a decision, you want to make us a vote. It's not fair. So all I'm asking, moving forward, that we can get some information, some discussion ahead of time. So you're allowed to call us up and say, hey, look, I want to do ABC, what do you think?
Okay.
And I can reach out to you too, Mario, in all fairness.
Here are 2 points. One, there's children in the room, so we need to watch our language. And two, and even if they weren't here, we need to watch our language. And two, every councilman received a CD-ROM from Lizette Duffy with all the bids responsive to the RFQs that we put out. And I heard crickets. Nobody responded except Carol, Mark, and Nunzio before.
Well, I've asked you to have a meeting for discussions.
But you don't need to have a meeting.
Consider, but you kind of didn't follow through.
You had the same CD-ROM that I had with everyone's name.
I'm not denying the fact that I had the CD-ROM,
Did you look
but we didn't have a discussion, Mayor. It's advice and consent
Did you read
of all the council, not specific council people. Thank you.
Fair enough. So now I'm asking for advice and consent. So can I have a roll call?
Wait, did you make a motion?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
motion.
there was a motion?
Yes.
And a second.
Okay, this is on consent agenda for all the professionals.
Can we not do it by consent agenda?
You-
Can we do it line by line? Yeah.
Okay,
Well, that's highly inefficient.
we would do it,
Yeah, it's highly inefficient.
okay,
1701 to 1711.
correct.
If there's one in there that you object to, state so. And somebody needs to keep track. Okay.
Councilperson Zaversa?
I'll say yes to all, abstain from 11.
Ellen Park?
I say yes to all and say no to one.
Oh,
I say no to one, and, yes to the rest.
Morrow?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes, to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Okay, they all passed me.
I think you got the best microphone. 'Cause it actually has-
Could be the voice, huh?
Getting used to it.
Okay, Madam Clerk, would you please read the annual meeting notice?
Annual meeting notice, NJSA 10:4.8D, year 2017. Annual meeting notice, year 2017, the mayor and council of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs has established their caucus and regular meeting dates for the year 2017. The regular meetings will be held on the second Wednesday of each month unless otherwise indicated by Resolution 17-12 at 8 p.m. at the Municipal Building at 10 Con Terrace, Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey. Caucus meeting will be held at 6:30 p.m. on the same night and place as the regular meeting. Action may be taken at either meeting.
Have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
McMorro and Mark Park.
Yes.
Is that a roll call? Or do I have to?
Dawn, is that a roll?
No, it can be a...
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I don't know, it's kind of silent on this side. Are you guys in favor of that?
For the calendar, for the meetings? Yes?
That's fine.
I said yes.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, with the advice and consent of the council, I make the following appointments. Municipal Clerk, Lizette M. Duffy. Compliance Officer, Lizette M. Duffy. ADA Coordinator, Lizette M. Duffy. Have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
No,
Aye.
Roll call? Want to do roll call? Let's do a roll call.
Yeah. Councilperson Zaversa?
Yes.
Ellen Park?
Yes.
O.
Yes.
McMorro?
Yes.
Mark Park?
Yes.
Wu?
Yes.
Passes me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, for the Construction Code Office, temporary appointment of Building Subcode Official and Construction Code Official / Zoning Official, Robert Burns. Electrical Subcode Official, James Hoffman. Fire Inspector, William McGuire. Part-time Building Department Assistant, J.P. Lee. Trust Fund Report Preparer, Katerina Scancarella. Have a motion, please, to accept those?
So moved.
Second.
Mark Park moved. Harold second. Have a roll call?
Councilperson Zaversa?
No to construction code official, yes to the rest.
Ellen Park?
Yes to all.
O.
Abstain, except for, trust fund report preparer.
Abstain on which ones?
Abstain from 1 to...
Could you use the microphone?
I'm going to abstain because I don't know these people. I was not, part of a discussion or interview process, so I can't vote. I don't have enough information to vote on, the temporary appointments for zoning official, electrical subcode, fire inspector, and part-time building department assistant. And I'm going to vote yes for the trust fund report.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Okay, thank you. Next up is the municipal court, one-year appointments. The prosecutor, I reappoint Mark Raimondo. The public defender, I reappoint Albert Wunsch. The alternate public defender, I reappoint Mario Bai of Contaldi and Bai. The court administrator, I appoint Antoinette Saccone. And deputy court administrator, I appoint Diane Froelich. Can I have a roll call?
Yes to all.
Is,
Did somebody move it?
Got a motion?
And the second?
Second.
Okay. Councilperson Zaversa?
I don't have Mario Bai on my sheet. What is he?
I think that was there last year.
It was there last year, and
They didn't put it on.
No, I know, I don't have it, I know who he is, I don't have it on my sheet.
Yeah,
All right.
none of us do.
Also, don't we need an alternate prosecutor as well? I don't see a name on the list.
we don't need him right now, or her right now, but we may in the future. So, feel free to recommend someone.
So, yes to all.
Ellen Park?
Yes to all.
O?
Yes to all.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
You're here,
Yeah.
All right, I see our prosecutor there, our defender there, our alternate defender. So can I swear you guys in now while we're all together? Is that right?
I gotta get one and all right, who's
I'm just saying.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Reorganize and be efficient. Congratulations. All right. So you want to work on the Bible for each other? Yeah. All right, so first up,
He'll hold it, everybody put their hand.
prosecutor, Mark Raimondo. Okay, please place your left hand and right hand in the air. Okay.
Mary's going for it.
I, Mark D. Raimondo,
I, Mark D. Raimondo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and this state,
and this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of municipal prosecutor of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs,
of municipal prosecutor of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you very much.
Oh, I can't say Thanks.
Okay. Next up, our public defender. Okay. I, Albert H. Wunsch III,
Albert H. Wunsch III,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and
and
allegiance
allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
established
in the United States
in the United States
and this state
and this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I will faithfully,
I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office of public defender
all the duties of the office of public defender
of the Borough of Englewood Cliffs,
of the Borough of Englewood,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
And, right, Mario to the Mario. I, Mario Bai,
I, Mario Bai,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States and this state,
in the United States and this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I will faithfully,
Impartially,
impartially, and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office of
all the duties of the office of
alternate public defender
alternate public defender
of the Borough of Englewood
of
Cliffs,
the Borough of Englewood Cliffs,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Email it to me.
Happy New Year. You're welcome.
Hey, Mary. Take care, guys.
Bye, Bill. Yeah, there you go.
Take care. Okay, next up is Shade Tree Commission. These are my appointments. The member chairperson will be Lauren Eastwood, and I thank her for serving. That's a 5-year appointment. Member Maria Valari, it's a 3-year appointment. Alternate member Rebecca Bigetz, that's a 1-year appointment. And alternate member Kyung Katie S. Park, 1-year appointment. Thank you all for agreeing to serve. I appreciate that, and thank you to our outgoing chairperson, Yvonne Favaro. Environmental Commission, this is also mayor's appointment. I'm appointing alternate member Jack Geyer, it's a 1-year appointment. Alternate member J.P. Lee, that's a 1-year appointment. Planning Board, these are my appointments as mayor. Member Mary O'Shea, it's a 4-year appointment. Member Russ Perino, that's a 4-year appointment. Alternate Planning Board member number 1, Wook Jae Hyun, 2-year appointment. Alternate Planning Board number 2, I'm going to leave that vacant until January 9th meeting. And same for alternate Planning Board number 3. And the borough representative on the Planning Board will be J.P. Lee. That's a 1-year appointment. I thank everyone who's agreed to serve, and I look forward to keeping you really busy, helping redevelop the town. And I also have great thanks to the people who had served and who are not going to serve in the future. Board of Health, this is my appointment. It's a 4-year appointment for member Benita Prajapati. I thank Dr. Prajapati for also serving. Recreation, 1-year appointment, Assistant Recreation Director Paul Duffy. I thank him as well for continuing to serve. Fire Prevention, 1-year appointment.
These are votes.
Okay, sorry, Recreation is a vote.
We could, you know what, we could do these 3 together.
So let me do Recreation, Fire Prevention, and Collection together.
Yeah, a few of these are the...
Fire Prevention, 1-year appointment, I nominate Joseph Cordulo. Collection Systems, 1-year appointment, Operator Alan Schrader. Can I have a motion to appoint the 3 individuals? Paul Duffy, thank you.
Second.
Roll call?
Councilperson Zaversa? Ellen Park?
Yes to all.
O.
Yes to all.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Thank you. Public Works, 1-year appointment, Recycling Coordinator, I nominate Mark Neville, renominate actually, because he's standing right there. You can have a motion, please? I'll do them all together. Self-Insurance Fund, it's a 1-year appointment. Alternate Insurance Fund Commissioner, Lizette M. Duffy. Insurance Safety Delegate, Mark Neville. Personnel Officer, Administrator. Do you have a motion?
So moved. Second.
You don't want to do the rest? You can do them.
School policy.
I already did it. I already
Who
moved it,
moved
was
it?
that? Yeah,
Who
I
moved-
did.
And second?
Mark seconded.
Councilperson Zaversa?
Yes. Well,
Ellen Park?
Yes to all.
O.
Yes to all.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Okay. I'm going to run through several more here. School crossing guards, these are one-year appointments. Rose Mastalone, Alvin Kravitz, Hilda Wenz, Barbara Hen. Police matrons, one-year appointment. Barbara Hen, Rose Mastalone, Maribel Liberty. Borough depositories, these are 1 year. PNC Bank, TD North Bank, Bank of America, Bank of New Jersey, State of New Jersey Cash Management Fund. Official newspapers, The Record, the Northern Valley Press.
We
Have a
need,
motion, please?
motion to move.
Second?
Councilperson Zaversa?
Yes to all.
Ellen Park?
Yes to all.
O.
Yes to all.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Passes, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to also go through a few more here. Council representatives, these are one-year appointments. So the council representative to the planning board, I nominate Mark Park. The council representative to the Board of Education, I nominate William Wu. The council representative to the Chamber of Commerce, I nominate Carol McMorro. The council representative to the Board of Health, I nominate Ellen Park. Have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Second.
McMorro, second. Councilperson Zaversa?
Yes to all.
Ellen Park?
Yes to all.
O.
Yes to all.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Okay. Police surgeons, these are one-year appointments. Dr. Gary Gornacchia, Dr. Benita Parjapati, Dr. Andre Zemecki, Dr. Salvatore Laraya, Dr. Patrick Perrin, Dr. George Weinberger, Dr. Jerome Goldfisher. Have a motion?
Second?
Councilperson Zaversa? Ellen Park?
Yes to all.
O.
Yes to all.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Standing committees of the council. For each of these committees, the first name that I call will be the chairperson, and the other two people that I call will be the members. Public safety, William Wu, Mark Park, Carol McMorro. Lighting, Edward Aversa, Gloria O., Mark Park. Transportation, Gloria O., Ed Aversa, William Wu. Building and grounds, Carol McMorro, Ellen Park, Mark Park. DPW, William Wu, Mark Park, Carol McMorro. Finance, Carol McMorro and the Committee of the Whole. Recreation, Carol McMorro, William Wu, Mark Park. Sanitation, Ellen Park, Ed Aversa, William Wu. Legal, Carol McMorro and the Committee of the Whole. Beautification, Ellen Park, Gloria O., Carol McMorro, and that includes Shade Tree. Recycling, William Wu, Gloria O., Mark Park. Historical, Mark Park, Carol McMorro, Ed Aversa, and that also includes the Historical Committee. Clean Communities, William Wu, Gloria O., Carol McMorro, and that also includes Shade Tree. Economic Development, Mark Park, William Wu, Carol McMorro, and that includes the Chamber of Commerce also. Community Events, Carol McMorro, William Wu, Mark Park. Okay. I need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
We had a discussion after it gets seconded. So we have a motion by Carol McMorro,
I did a second.
and Alan Park seconded, and yes, Councilman Aversa.
I guess I should ask this to, is it proper to have, Council President McMorro, head of our legal, committee, to, situations, I guess, is,
Tough situation.
pending lawsuits, pending litigation. I guess you could still be on it, but I don't know if it looks good for us as the chair.
I don't know if it looks good to have frivolous lawsuits, but I leave it up to our counsel.
I don't see a problem with her being the head, especially since the entire committee will be, the entire council will be consulted on all matters.
What about on the police committee as a member? Can she be a committee?
There is no conflict with the police any longer with Council President McMorrow. It's the same discussion we had when we discussed the hiring policy at the special meeting. The conflict with her and the police department ceased.
But what about the pending lawsuit?
There's pending lawsuits against several members of this council, and, you know, you still have to do the business of the borough.
Yeah, but there are members of the council that are not part of the lawsuit, so why put somebody who's part of the lawsuit on the police committee?
We looked at that issue. We looked at, Councilman, we looked at that issue, and we don't see a conflict, just like we wouldn't find a conflict with you and what had happened years ago with the police. So let's leave it at that,
I
okay?
don't understand what you're referring to. I don't think that was warranted. Mayor?
You want to talk about it?
I don't know what you know.
Can we move the vote, please? Thank you.
Any other discussion?
Okay. So we have a second. Is there any other discussion? If not, let's have a vote.
Councilperson Zaversa?
So I'll vote yes to all and no to legal.
Use the mic, please.
It was yes to all, no to legal.
Thank you.
Ellen Park?
I'm also going to vote yes to all, but legal.
Oh?
I'm going to vote no for public safety, no to legal, and the rest yes.
McMorrow?
Yes to all.
Park? Mark Park?
Yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Okay, so on legal, we have a tie, and I'll vote yes.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you are. You are lighting and I'm transportation. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to create several ad hoc community committees. These are one-year appointments. Silver Citizens Committee, Chairperson Mark Park, Jeanette Cordero, Michael Kim, Angela Manjoli, Mary O'Shea, Lucy Ragassa, Jules Rand. Communications Committee, Chairperson William Wu, members Minja Cho, Lauren Eastwood, Rita Hutchins, Doreen Kotari, Nicole Lee, Dylan Takenchaglu. Okay? All right?
It's okay.
I was practicing that anyway. So. Long-Term Planning Committee, Chairperson Carol McMorrow, members Rebecca Bigetz, Noel Brown, Vasilios Corcaros, Francis Correa, Emma Guest-Gonzalez, Andrew Sohn. I'm going to create a Personnel Committee, chaired by Carol, members William Wu, member Ellen Park. Bilingual Citizens Committee, going to have members...
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, the last one? Because it's not on the...
Yeah, that's a last-minute entrant called Personnel Committee. It'll be Carol McMorrow as chair, William Wu, and Ellen Park. Bilingual Citizens Committee, Minja Cho, Nidanis Farrow, Mehul Kotari, Nicole Lee, Avi Mazuz, Katie Park, Penny Rizzoli, sorry Penny, Marianne Saradarian, Maria Valari, and Kinga Zemecki. Kevin, well, I don't need a motion, you did this morning.
Right. We on the motion?
You did this
They're
one?
his committees, right?
Ad hoc.
They're ad hoc. Want a motion? Oh, well, let's have a motion.
Yeah?
For housekeeping, let's just do a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilperson Zaversa?
Yes, to all.
Ellen Park?
Yes to all.
O.
Yes to all.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Park? Mark
Yes,
Park?
yes to all.
Wu?
Yes to all.
Mayor, point of order.
Yes.
I need to make a motion, as we discussed at the last two meetings, as we search for for a new administrator, or part-time, full-time, we're not sure what the borough or this council will agree to, but the clerk has agreed to provide additional support to the administration to $1,500 a month, and this will serve as a month-to-month agreement. So I need a second to my motion.
Second.
Okay, can we have a roll call?
But I just want to clarify, that's losing the other salary.
Yeah.
Right, because it sounded like an additional.
No, no, no,
Okay.
$1,500 a month.
Okay.
For additional services.
Discussion. So
Yeah.
we're just talking about holding over, was that?
No.
Timing, or we're talking about getting something different?
Technically, it's not a holdover. The position is not a holdover, it's just a new position.
Stipend. It's just a
Stipend
$1,500 a month.
to do certain miscellaneous job functions.
For was that specifically, or for someone else?
No, just for listening.
Okay, that's...
Yeah. And thank you, well, after we vote, I'll say thank you.
Councilperson Aversa?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, who made the second?
I
That
did.
was Carol.
William.
Yeah.
Ellen Park?
Yes.
O.
Yes.
McMorro?
Yes.
Mark Park?
Yes.
Wu?
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you to
Thank
the
you,
council.
Any other new business?
I have a couple of items, Mayor.
Go ahead.
Okay. Just to bring the council up to date without getting into any details, because it will be on the agenda for our January 10th? Is it 10th? 11th, sorry. January 11th meeting. As we spoke at the last meeting, we have been looking for we have certain advertisements on our borough website for certain positions. There are some within the building department. There is a DPW foreman, and there's a full-time recreation director. So, Mayor, in order to keep everything moving as smoothly as it has been, that personnel committee, it would be most efficient to start for the new positions Lizette, Mark, and myself have under your direction already been all week interviewing, right? Lizette, I'll let you, okay. And it just wouldn't be fair to any of the employees to have to go through that again. They will, the finalists, my recommendation would be, and I'd like to hear what the council has to say, to bring the finalists to the January 11th meeting, and can talk to both of them there, or you can let...
I want everybody to have an opportunity to meet them.
I just want to hear what everybody has to say.
If
So I
that's
can-
not convenient for someone, let us know and we'll make arrangements.
Okay, so just
We'll try to make
anticipate,
arrangements.
right, just anticipate that, that will be on the agenda,
During caucus, or?
I would say
Yeah.
during caucus,
That
so
way
we
don't
will,
hold up people too long.
right, so we will have a very busy caucus, January 11th, but it would be especially Mark, because he would like to settle the DPW foreman issue, to have them trained under, Sal for as long a time period as he can, and also it would be most helpful for the recreation department. The search for the administrator, part-time or full-time, will go under the new personnel committee. They will be included in that new one, just to keep it going for that.
Can I ask a question? So I'm not going to be involved with the interview process any longer, like what we've been doing in the last 2 weeks?
That can be one of the things.
No, I mean, I'm asking.
Okay, but...
Am I going to be helping with the interviewing or no, with all the current positions that are open?
Well, that was under the $1,500.
Okay, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure,
Yeah.
that wasn't
We'll
clear.
talk about, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I think that, what else did we have to do for housekeeping for the January 11th meeting?
get approval to advertise for administrator. I mean, yeah.
Well, you don't need approval, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Motion to advertise.
Well, just remember that last year, we did a resolution for me to advertise on any position. I have to get approval from the governing body.
Okay, motion to advertise for.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Wu?
Yeah, Wu.
Okay. Councilperson Aversa?
Yes.
Ellen Park?
Yes.
O?
Yes.
McMorro?
Yes.
Mark Park?
Yes.
Wu?
Yes.
Okay, and just so, because I want everybody to be as informed as possible, and I appreciate everyone's patience with, there was just a lot going on in the last couple of weeks. The position that was on here that everyone voted for the part-time, is that, excuse me one second. Is that how it was phrased? Temporary appointment, okay. Tenafly was gracious enough to work together with Anglo Cliffs, and that is their construction code official. So we are fully covered in every capacity. We are now in full compliance with the electrical and all other departments, and working towards and have it solved, after you interview the candidates for the full-time position of construction code official, building subcode official, building inspector, and fire inspector at the next meeting. But Mr. Burns will be covering every question and anything that needs to be looked at for a 2-week time period.
Right.
And we'll extend it if we do need more time, and that's it.
So thank you. And we're going to have a very busy building department,
Right.
so we're trying to revamp it and make it more robust, especially with LG Electronics starting their building. Okay.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. We have a consent agenda. Madam Clerk, would you please read into the record the resolutions for 2017?
17-20, adoption of the 2017 temporary budget. 21, authorized signatories to sign payroll. 22, authorized signatories to sign payment of borough expenditures. 23, fixed rate of interest for late payment of taxes. 24, appoint building department assistant. And 25, reappointment of the municipal clerk.
A motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
William seconded. And can I roll call?
Councilperson Aversa?
Yes, for all.
Ellen Park?
Yes to all except for 20, since, I'm gonna just abstain from 20.
O?
Yes to all except I'm going to abstain for, 1724.
McMorro?
Yes to all.
Mark Park?
Yes to all.
And Wu?
Yes to all.
Okay. It passes. Are there any comments by members of the council at this time? Anybody want to add anything? We're close to adjourning.
I'll have a quick comment. I just want to thank the entire council for welcoming myself, Ellen Park, and myself to the council, and I look forward to a great year ahead, continuing to improve on all of our services in Englewood Cliffs and just selflessly serving the public. Thank you.
Thank you. Sure.
I just want to thank everybody who attended this meeting today. I think it was an amazing turnout, and I think it's indicative of what's to come for 2017. And so I want to wish everybody a happy, healthy, and a prosperous new year for the town of Englewood Cliffs.
Thank you. I want to welcome back Councilman Aversa, Councilwoman O, Councilwoman McMorro, Councilman Park, and I want to welcome to the council, Councilwoman Park and Councilman Wu. Welcome. We have a lot of work to do this year, guys. Sorry. Yeah, and our clerk would like to say something.
First of all, Happy New Year, happy and healthy to everyone, to all our residents, to our council, and to our mayor. Best wishes to our newly elected sitting councilpersons, and I want to thank all of you for the reappointment and for the trust that you have put in me. Thank you, and it's truly appreciated. Thank you.
Is there any other business before we adjourn? If not, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.